best cumulative win percentage in games amongst the tied teams. If not every tied team has played each other, go to step 2.
And coming to you live from an old woman's house still on the hill because we were supposed to move down to Kenny's basement or garage. But he has now had to go pee-pee. It's Sports Allegedly.
Welcome, everybody. Nice to see you this week. I have Sean to the right of me. Kenny is in the bathroom. And we will start this week with college football.
Yeah, there we go. It is so much better without him just yammering on.
It is.
Like he just
Interesting stat. Have you seen stats before?
All right, we're going to open up with the West Virginia at Oklahoma. Oklahoma, 2 losses in a row, and they decide to right the ship.
I think I'm going to start doing the opening from now on.
Please, it was so good. Are we just talking about college football all night long? I mean, usually I give a preview of everything we're going to talk about. Coaches firing, NFL. Who's the new playoff? What about the seeds for the Big 12 playoff? Or the Big 12 championship. And we got to talk a lot about more than that. But so we're moving on to OSU.
So he comes back and his mouth just opens up and it's fucking diarrhea flowing. And everybody is just tuning out.
Well, we'd already started. We'd already gotten into the OU game. First series for West Virginia, they run down, they score real quick. And then they went 5 series, they went 3 and out, 4 and out.
I think it was next 4 or 5 series, they give up 19 yards, OU's defense.
Yeah. OU comes out with a slobber knocker of a 59-20. Dylan Gabriel, 8 touchdowns, and the only problem is that everybody can only talk about Jaden Daniels and his 606 yards of offense and 5 touchdowns. Why isn't Dylan Gabriel getting any love for that?
I think he got a lot of love nationally.
No, I mean, everything I see is still Jaden Daniels, which Jaden Daniels is a great quarterback. I think because he came out with a concussion, and I think that was.
I think the 2 losses killed OU killed OU in the momentum for Dylan Gabriel to become still in that Heisman race.
But the guy had 8 touchdowns.
He did. I mean, nobody's arguing that. I think the person that should be mentioned more now. I mean, obviously Gabriel had a hell of a game, but I think the naysayers for Jeff Levy need to chill the fuck out. Is what happens. I mean, we've all argued.
I've heard that too.
We've all argued that he's had some bad moments. But
and we talked about the last couple games. You know, there was questionable.
I'm still not on board.
There was questionable play calling.
You're not on board with him. You're not on board with Gabriel. He just had 8 touchdowns,
along with player execution. So, you know, I wasn't calling for his head. I'm just saying.
I wasn't calling for his head. I was just saying I'm not on board.
They didn't take their foot off the gas. That's what I loved about this game.
Okay. Here's the difference. We watched the end around bullshit where they bring the receiver around and hand the ball off and put. Okay, that worked against West Virginia. It hasn't worked against anybody that was halfway decent, but it worked against West Virginia. Who gives a shit? You play a top tier team. They shut that shit down. That's cute time play. I don't fucking like it still yet.
Beat Texas with some of those plays though, and I thought the offensive coordinating play during the Texas game was good. I mean, West Virginia was the second best game I thought we've played all year. Complete game. But I still think I'll still take the Texas game was the best game because of the physicality and what they done. And Gabriel had better stats, obviously, this game. But, I mean, the defense for West Virginia is obviously not as talented as Texas. They did, however, they're 6-4. They were 6-3, 4-2 in the conference. West Virginia's turned their season around to much better than what was anticipated. Their coach was on the hot seat coming into it, and I think they've turned around. Huh?
Neil Brown?
Yeah. So
he's turned the whole season. They're bowl eligible, and
I just don't like the cute time.
I think he's doing better without JT.
Let's line up and play football, and we don't need all the trick plays and the bullshit and the motions. I still don't like that shit. It doesn't work against a better team. It doesn't work against a team as equally talented as you.
But the motions just have to mean something. Well, they just have to mean something. You have to use that motion if you're gonna do it. Because there were 4 games beginning of the season, 4 or 5 games where we didn't use the motion at all. It was just there. repeatedly. There's okay, guy goes in motion. But
Texas they used a little bit more, but we joke because they're wearing them out. But I think the best thing about this game, though, obviously, is we decided that the best running back, and we've said it all year long from the get-go, is Gavin Sawchuk. 22 carries, 135 yards. Finally, they've kind of settled on him to be the guy running the ball. Interesting that Smothers got in, freshman.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I think
crazy.
Tawi still looks hurt. Don't know if that's a coaching decision and what to do with them. But 42 carries. They focused on the run in this game. 222 yards, a little over 5 yards carry. Now going back to,
he still threw for 423 yards.
Exactly. West Virginia. Their quarterback's 100 yards. I think total defense. What did they give up, Sean, on total defense? I think it was. Did they even hit 300 yards total?
Let me go look at team stats.
I thought that.
Who are we looking at here? We're looking at
total for the West Virginia. Yeah, a little over 300. So 330. I thought it was a little less than 300, but 330 where OU had 644.
I mean, look at time of possession. It's about even.
Had a turnover, and they had two, so we won the turnover battle. I think OU currently is tied or in the lead. I think it's tied for nation in interceptions. Yes, this year. So the defense
they were leading,
and the secondary has been much improved. I thought Kip Lewis playing alongside Stutzman. We talked about that, how well Kip's played under Stutzman's absence. Kip come in as a freshman. I think he's a redshirt freshman, and came in and has played excellent.
I think we need to keep him in the game.
I think we will, and like we talked about last week, Spears Jennings looks to be the guy. He's starting to get more playing time.
You got to remember. You can play these. You can play the red shirters. 4 games, and after that, you've got to take away the red shirt.
Yeah, and I don't know. Have we seen anything minus injury that? I don't know of any, and I could be totally wrong because I don't really pay attention to that as much. Do we have any defensive players that we're trying to work in and not redshirt at all? No, I mean, because Peyton Bowen's been in. He's a freshman. Some of these other guys are redshirt freshmen, so it doesn't matter. But I thought Pearson had a good game. I think he had an interception, the transfer from Tech. So everything looked to be what it should have been against OSU. Well, more Kansas than OSU. I mean, OSU's a bedlam game. That shit goes crazy there, but the Kansas game is definitely one to have game.
We shot ourselves in the foot. So
well, we did both, and we generally do. And anyway,
but that's back to my point of the cute time play calling.
I don't think it was necessarily just the offense though that shot themselves in the foot. I mean, we give up 38 points in that Kansas game.
Gavin Freeman was our weak point.
Achilles heel.
I don't know. They just need to just hurl balls at that kid and just.
Well, I think
or remove him off.
Special teams is just it's just
our special teams on kicking, punting, punt returning, kick returning. It's questionable all season.
Okay, my point is.
I wouldn't necessarily the kick returns bad.
Here's my
kickers
point.
are horrible.
Here's
my
point.
It's questionable still.
If you're a UCF or you're the South Florida Bulls or you're a team like that, you play all these cute time plays. If you're an OU, a Texas, an Alabama. A Georgia. You don't do that. You line up and
Jeff Levy's from UCF.
I understand this. I understand.
He's a Baylor prodigy.
That's my point.
But he's a Baylor prodigy.
But that's my point. You don't do this when you're the better team on the field. You fucking run the ball down their throat. You pass the ball. You're a better fucking team. You don't have all the cute time bullshit. That's my problem. So he has time.
But he is and obviously his father-in-law is a Baylor guy. But Baylor, was a smidge away from making the BCS championship when TCU and Baylor both got screwed that year. That offense can win if you have the right defense. Now, he is a second-year guy calling plays. We've mentioned this before. He has good games. He has bad games. There's nothing that I've seen from him that we're top 10 in the nation in offense. We are top 10 in the nation. We need to have a little break on this guy. And honestly, I'm going to agree with you a little bit. Dillon Gabriel is the heart and soul of that offense. He's a gamer, but he is by far not even the most talented person on our rosters at quarterback. So what that will tell you is that sometimes some of those plays, some of his decisions could at times be overcompensating. I'm not giving shit. I predicted Gabriel would be a Heisman on my team. I'm not giving him any shit. I'm just saying.
We've seen Dylan think that his arm's bigger than what he thinks it is.
Well, no, but I mean, Levy's
at times. I'm just saying it.
But Levy's offense is an RPO-based game, and the RPO-based game is a quarterback decision on the field. That's fine. So you can't always blame the OC for those calls. Now, the sideline passes, I'm not a big proponent of.
But you know what? If that gets your team moving,
hang on. If you watch Alabama play, you watch the big teams play. The teams that are better, they don't do all the cute time bullshit.
When Alabama lost to a team that we beat. So, I mean...
Okay, everybody can lose any given weekend.
I agree.
Okay, so
any given Sunday, Kenny.
Yeah. No, I think Alabama is trending to be...
The Alabama time plays is what I have problems with.
Alabama.
We're not... Why the fuck are we running the ball? We got 4 running backs in our... We have a stable of 4 running backs. And you're lining up 17 fucking wide receivers at running back. That's cute time plays. I'm tired of that bullshit. Line up and run the fucking ball if you're going to run it, or pass the ball, but play your players where they play. A fucking wide receiver is not in the goddamn backfield, period. That's cute time bullshit that goes to lower level schools.
I don't.
Period. I'm getting mad because this is bullshit.
Kenny did not talk.
No, I mean, I
did.
This
is bullshit. We don't line up and play cute time.
I think we've seen that, but I think we've seen that one game this year.
3 games
that
for
Farouk's
sure.
been in the backfield.
They did it against OSU.
How many?
They done it against Kansas, and they done it against West Virginia.
Kansas. How many times?
Kansas, West Virginia, and
he was in the backfield running it. You saw him.
He lined up in the backfield against West Virginia, Kansas, and OSU.
I saw the Kansas, obviously. I missed Farouk let me spit that out. Lining up as a running back in this.
I'm tired, but that's what I'm saying. He is a wide receiver. Farouk wasn't recruited as a running back. He's not a running back.
Let the man catch the ball. What did he have?
I'm not saying he's a bad player. That's not what I'm saying.
But I mean, you guys are looking at stats. I mean, have you seen the actual play that he ran the 2 yards for? I didn't. I don't remember it. I just don't think he was lined up as a backfield. They probably did some 2 carries.
2 carries.
And he had a 22-yard run for one and a 7 for the other. That's a pretty good average.
But that's against West Virginia. You go back to OSU, he gets his ass handed to him, and he's tackled in the backfield for losses.
But OSU had a game of their season. We called the UCF loss,
and we've also about a game of the season. When you are better than them, quit doing cute time shit. Line up and fucking run the ball down their throat with your goddamn running backs, not a fucking wide receiver as a running back. That's stupid. Cute time bullshit.
Pull total plays up on that offensive plays on the stats. Yeah. I just want to see total plays because I think what they're going to do is they're going to try to do. I mean, you're always looking at doing something different than the other team, so you're trying to get them off balance. Offensive play calling is generally to get the defense off balance, to do anything and everything you can to try to do that. So, what do you got?
Well, you look at 36 and 42. That's going to be your total offensive.
Okay, so not quite. We're still not in that 100 range, and that game. But what would you say the time of possession, though, actually was close?
It was even.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
It was 30 minutes.
30 minutes for West Virginia, 29 something for OU.
But held them at 330 yards on 30
And
minutes.
we overcame the 5 of 60 penalties. But they only had 2 of 20.
Yeah, that's a problem we still got to look at, though. But no, overall, I thought
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying I think we're still doing a lot of cute time shit.
Well, I think that you can do that stuff against these teams and just beat them. And then you're setting up defenses in these motions, or because these coordinators watch this game, the next game, they're watching this.
Yeah,
so if you're moving a guy and moving him out and doing whatever, they are accounting for those guys on the outside. It's all a game. Can
I say one thing?
Now the Kansas
game, you just said you can do this shit and beat teams. We lost to Kansas doing this cute time shit. We lost to OSU doing the same cute time shit.
Defense.
So you can't win the game.
That's not
if you do the cute time shit.
If you're going to blame the offense for every loss, then that's your prerogative. It's not mine. Period. It's just not. I'm not going to blame the offense for scoring 37 points against Kansas.
I don't think you blame the offense for every loss.
I didn't blame the offense.
I think
then if you continue to say that they do that and lose, that's not what you lost.
He's saying that
you just said
that
they're doing this to produce offense.
In the offense that is adding to the loss. It's part of the loss.
Scoring 35 points or 34 points against Kansas should have been enough to beat them.
Okay, Zach.
I'm just saying it should have.
Okay.
Period.
Well,
now, did I agree with the running back on Farouk, but that other stuff I didn't. And the first pass, give him 7 points on that sideline pass, which I'm not a fan of. I understand that. They're trying new things. But the coordinator that calls these plays is you are acting as though that player and every player, all 11 on that side, have to act perfectly to make that play. And sometimes the defense catches up on certain times. Yes, I mean, any team you want to do. If you're Georgia and you want to slam it down their throat, they don't get 15 yards of play.
So then you're saying on the plays that we got beat on, that Jeff Lebby got beat by the defensive coordinator.
Didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
But what are you saying then?
Yeah. What are you?
Well, for one,
you say that the defense.
That's not what I said at all.
When you say that the defense played better than the offense on that play, that means that the defensive coordinator did better at calling a defense against the offense.
But you're also, I'm also claiming that when you call a one play, you have to have the offensive players perform that.
Well, I get that. I totally understand.
So that doesn't.
You have to have.
But you didn't just. I just said that. Though.
Hang on. Can I say one thing?
There's options there.
Was Farouk? Was he recruited as a running back for OU? No, just answer the question. No two-time bullshit out of you. Okay, so he is a fucking wide receiver. Why are we lining him up as a goddamn running back? That is my point.
You're yelling over an argument that I've already made that said I didn't like. I don't know why you keep bringing that one series up that they ran the ball.
They've done it in every fucking game that
He averaged 14 and a half yards a carry this last game.
At least it's not Dylan Gabriel.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I mean,
usually he's yelling about Dylan
Gabriel. You have to, as an offense, as a play caller, your offensive players have to perform, and you also have to beat the defensive players. It has nothing to do about the defensive coordinator beating Lebby. There's so many steps between A to C or D to get there.
But it's still,
if you recruit players to play a position and you're pulling other players in to play that position, then you're not very fucking good.
But who says that's okay? Then you could potentially blame DeMarco Murray. Then I mean, isn't he the one that does the running backs?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, then let's get off Jeff Lebby's ass. Is my whole point.
But nobody's.
Is it not?
Was I on Jeff Levy's ass?
Not you. He has been. Okay.
I kind of have been because
that's my point.
Is DeMarco calling the plays? Is DeMarco calling the plays? Answer my question. You're not going to circumvent the question I'm asking.
Well, no, he's not. Did
DeMarco Murray call the plays?
But isn't he going to call who's running back? Is that who's going to play the running back? So I'm saying, who makes that call?
Okay.
Yes or no? No. Who sends the running backs in?
The offensive coordinator.
The offensive coordinator sends. They pick who plays on the running game. Is that what you're saying right now? That the running back coach just sits there on the sideline and doesn't decide who goes in as running back.
So the offensive coordinator. So you're telling me DeMarco Murray puts Farouk in the backfield to run the ball. That is his decision.
Didn't say that.
No. You're not. No, we're not whooping.
I'm saying I'm not.
I'm asking you a question. Does DeMarco Murray tell Farouk to line up in the back?
You're very angry tonight. I don't know why.
Because I am tired of hearing about get off Levy's ass. Does DeMarco Murray line Farouk up in the backfield? Did he say, hey, he's my running back?
Top 10 offense in the nation, period. There's 130-something teams. I'll take a top 10 over anybody, period.
And we've still got losses. And
if you think it's because Jeff Lebby that we've had 2 losses, that's your prerogative. It's not mine. I've already said that.
I'm just saying. You're saying
you keep bringing up this Farouk deal, and I've already said I didn't like it. And we haven't done it since the Kansas game. We've not put him in the backfield 5 or 6 times. We haven't. He had 2 rushes.
Rushes?
And I don't even know if that was an end around or what. That could have been an end around. I'm just saying. And he averaged 14 yards a carry. I'd take that every night.
I'm just saying, you're all defending Lebby. And all I'm saying is DeMarco Murray's not saying, hey, let's put Farouk in the backfield as my running back.
I'm blaming both, and I'm saying that the one good thing about this was the fact that Lebby did not take his foot off the gas, as he has done in other games. I thought coming out of halftime that Lebby was going to get cute and start going conservative offense.
He did not. I will agree with that.
He kept going. He kept pushing to establish run, and he kept pushing to get the passes. And our offensive line did really well. I think he
established the run. I think that's what was different in this game.
But even after halftime, you have to reestablish the run. You have the first half and the second half, and you have to establish the run, and then you have to reestablish the run to make sure they're still there. So, and he did not take his foot off the gas, which I thought was great. That's what I loved about it. And usually he's been taking his foot off the gas after we get up so far. Now, Dylan Gabriel staying in all the way to the fourth quarter, that was kind of sketchy. Arnold didn't come in until, the final three series?
No.
Who came in? Bevel came in. Bevel came in for the final three, 4 series.
Or intending to, I guess.
But Gabriel stayed in, and I was like, wow.
Because we've already used his free games, correct, this year?
So.
Or do we have one more left with him?
If you come into a game, you lose that.
I don't know exactly
each game that you play in, you lose that game.
I remember this.
It's 4 games.
Yeah,
I remember the non-conference.
You get 4 games, but he has 3, or does he have 4?
I haven't really kept up. I just know that the reasoning they thought that not bringing him in, just listening to different people talk, I really haven't kept up with that. Because to be able to even watch a game and then turn around and decide about all the who's here and whose age and how many games they played, that's for somebody that's a bigger nerd than I am.
Really? That's what you don't.
That's
that
Kenny's
doesn't
MO.
get you hard.
Yeah,
that's what you just all of a sudden go soft on.
No, because that would just take you away from everything else. I mean, then
Kitty, you need to know if this guy is able to come in.
See, I really don't care about that because my intent
if you have a guy underperforming, you do care about that. I mean, you can
but if he's overperforming, you just play them, except those skill positions that you're just going to hold them back.
All right.
So,
well, Kenny, do you have any other thoughts on that OU game?
No, you want to talk about this week's opponent?
We are going to BYU. No,
we are going
I'm on the
to
wrong
BYU.
one. I'm on the wrong one, and I'm on the wrong one again. Oh, how did I do this? These games are already played tonight. No, this is Tuesday. What week is this? How did that get on the wrong week? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know how that got on the wrong
usually
week.
in the lead, I usually give the date and time to help you out. It's the 13th day of November, not the 7th. Looking at max scores.
All right,
from last week.
So now he's
breaking
my intro.
So to be honest,
he's bringing my intro into question while he was in there playing with his little
I
Willie.
had to pee.
When Kenny says stuff, I go blank.
No, he knew that. So anyway, West Virginia.
I just go black. I can't. It's OU BYU. It says it's 11 a.m. game. Thanks for winning.
Yeah. Well, I just BYU now
playing the Mormons.
They are trying to get bowl eligible. I wanted to talk about the last few games that they played.
One went away.
Lost to Iowa State 45-13. Lost to West Virginia 37-7, and lost to Texas 35-6. Now they did beat Tech, and they did beat Cincinnati, and they beat Arkansas, which we know sucks, and then they had a couple non-conference wins.
Yeah, I think I lost the spread on that Arkansas game.
Was that even?
We took that game.
We did.
Yeah,
yes, we did.
You and I had talked about it, and we took BYU.
Me and Sean both lost.
Oh, you mean that game? I thought you meant last week.
No.
I definitely lost it. I picked Arkansas to win that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know Arkansas was going to suck so bad. I've got some notes on Arkansas, and we bring up some coaching later because there's a lot of rumors about that. But anyway, back to BYU. I don't foresee this being a game at all. Temperature looks like it's going to be 38 degrees, cloudy. Doesn't look like any snow or precipitation. They're looking to get bowl eligible. I would assume. I don't know what their remaining.
You would assume, and that's what makes you an ass.
No, I would have. I need to see what their
but
last.
But not me, because
it is Oklahoma State. That's the other one. Okay, so they go. We play them this week. They come to Stillwater next week. So that's their final 2 games.
I can see BYU beating Stillwater.
They got TCU. We have TCU to end. I know that.
Yeah. No, it's Oklahoma.
Who does Oklahoma State have?
Oklahoma State plays Houston this week.
Houston.
When we get to talk about them. And my easiest pick of the year. I think we all did that, didn't we? No, it's talking about last week. Yeah, we all picked UCF. So you heard it here first, folks. I mean, if you listen to Sports Legend, you could have played the house, the farm, the business, everything on OSU blowing it, and they did. So, I don't really have much to say about BYU. I mean, to be honest, we should kill them. More than likely, it's going to be closer than we anticipate.
Yeah, we're going into Provo. We're going into.
Have you seen what is the spread on that? Have you pulled up the spreads on those games?
Nope.
See what
I'll get it.
Go that because I'd be interested to see what the spread is on the OU game. I'm thinking 22?
24 and a half.
Oh, okay. I was close. You know, that's still a lot of points. I think
24 and a half
is yeah. So I think that Texas is, or I'm sorry, I think that BYU is probably not as good as West Virginia, but we are on a road game, so I mean that might be a toughie to pick. I'm not saying take the betters. Oh, speaking of Dylan Gabriel, he has now made top 10 all-time passing career yards in NCAA history.
He passed Timmy Chang and he passed Colt Brennan, didn't he?
I just noticed he made
it. Is
it
it week 11 or 12?
12. It's going to be week 12.
Yeah, it's going to be a week.
Yeah, he so of course him being from Hawaii, he grew up idolizing Timmy Chang and Colt Brennan, who were two prolific passers that never really went to the NFL. I believe he's number 10 right now, and he just passed. Yeah, he just passed.
What did you say the spread was?
24 and a half.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's a big spread.
Is that what it still is?
24 and a half right now.
All right. Anything else on that? Got a prediction score? Rough-ish? I mean, I know, or do we keep that secret till we send out our picks?
Well, we pick it every week.
What do you got? What do you got? I'm going to do 52-24.
Give me a second.
What did we do? Let's go.
That does cover the spread, though, unintentionally.
Okay. What have we been giving up lately?
I'm going to, let me back down. I'm going to go 45-24. Yeah, 45-24. I'm going to say they don't cover. Just by a smidge.
Why? What would you think?
Okay, so what did you say?
40 game. 45-20. What did I say?
45-24.
Yep.
No, go. Yes. 45-20. 45-20.
I'm gonna go 47-17. Let's take a 30-pointer. Take that old 30-pointer.
11 a.m. game. Mormons.
Who is
packing the house?
Where's your phone, Kitty?
I don't even have my headset on.
Oh, I know. I can see your weird old man ears. Your weird old man hair.
Just because I yell louder.
Okay, I got 38-20.
Shut down.
38-20. So no cover there either. All right, let's move on to Oklahoma State. Hey,
somebody's pistols misfired.
Well, hey, we called it going into the game that was going to be a bedlam letdown. OSU, I thought, played one of the best games of the year against OU. Alan Bowman especially had one of the best games of his career against OU.
And so shut down.
And so they kind of come back out. They tried to throw the ball a little bit. I mean, UCF is going to – I mean, everybody now
we know
is
that
going to
UCF
stop.
is going to throw.
Well, yeah, but everybody now knows that Ollie Gordon's going to be the primary focus of stopping them and make Alan Bowman throw. Now, he beat us, but I think
we beat
scored
too.
the 20s. Yeah, so
we
now
we didn't help ourselves.
But hey, UCF come out, scored hot and heavy every turn. Every ball went the wrong way for OSU. Then the rain came, and it was just a big shit show.
And then the rains came.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that game. I mean, it was Plumlee looks good. He had a good game.
Ollie letting the fans get in his head. How did that happen?
Yeah, you could see him running in the back, yelling at the fans, and I don't know. I mean,
and I know Gundy yelled at him and told him to get on the bike and shut up.
I mean, but, and then their running game. I mean, 206 yards by a running back. I mean, it was a combination effort of both their offense and defense looking like hammered shit, and that's what it was. Period. They weren't ready to play. They got out coached. They got out schemed. Yep. It was the weather probably didn't help them, but even before the heavy rain, it wasn't raining that bad.
I remember I just watched.
I think
it
was
at
21-0 or let's see what. Yeah, 14. Maybe it was 14-0.
Oh,
or maybe it was 17-0. I mean, the rain kind of started in the second quarter and then it got crazy.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I watched it in the third quarter and I was like, this rain's not that bad. This isn't the rain that we had. In
3
Kansas.
Turnovers first quarter or second quarter. Oh no, that rain at the second quarter
when
was
Bo was through.
Hard.
Yes. It was hard. No
lightning. Now they did lose fumbles. Yeah, Gordon lost a fumble as well. So I don't know. I don't remember when that happened. I just remember watching it.
Hey, I do have a disclaimer to mention from last podcast. I did make a mistake. Well, we couldn't figure it out, and I figured it out later as I was watching some highlights and reading something. Remember we was looking at last week's, we couldn't figure out the turnover because OSU had these turnovers, but they had an extra one. If you remember, Ollie Gordon threw an interception last week against that OU game. That's the offset penalty, or the turnover. We couldn't figure out who it matched up with.
Could we really not?
Yeah, no, there was one extra. We're like, who got that one? Ollie Gordon threw a pick. Remember, it was that end around and threw a pick. So, want to apologize to our fans that I had made a mistake.
Yeah, we're going to apologize to our OnlyFans, too, when Creston goes full nude. All right, John Reese Plumlee, hell of a game. 299 yards.
He's a good quarterback.
No INTs. 3 touchdowns.
Look at his running, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it wasn't Jaden Daniels running, but...
Who they play that you keep bringing him up? Who was it they played?
Let me go find that. I don't know. Like I said, that's all that was in.
Well, Heisman's in a bit of a quandary this year because the Love affair was Caleb.
Oh, it was Florida.
The Love, a defensive juggernaut.
Huge.
So let's finish that. And we'll talk about the Heisman because I have some points on the Heisman to talk about.
We're not going to talk about Tulsa.
No, we're going to talk about the upcoming opponent for Oklahoma State. I mean, we got to give our two Oklahoma State fans something to talk about.
Let's
give me something to talk about.
You think Red's watching and Red's?
No, so honestly, Houston and BYU left. At Houston, come to BYU. Obviously, the scenario is OSU still holds that tiebreaker to get to the Big 12 championship if they don't lose another one. That's saying chalk.
They have to go to Houston, and then BYU comes to Banana Pickens Stadium.
Houston's had an up and down season. Up and down season. Should have beat Texas.
They should have beat Texas.
Then turn around, they lose to some stupid shit that they
get shut out by K-State. Overtime win against Baylor, and then lose to Cincinnati.
That was a huge comeback, and that's a bad loss. Bad loss this week. Maybe that's why they were looking ahead. Is that what it is? Yeah. Holgorsen used to coach at OSU. Rumor has
OSU loses this week to Houston.
Rumor has it that they are going to
State's only
possibly fire Dana. I don't think so. I think he's close with the Fertitta guy, Fertitta, who owns the Rockets and is part. Give a lot of money to that.
Frittatas are delicious.
I think he stays, and I don't know if I'm leaning quite with Creston, but God, I'm close. What's the spread on
7
that game?
7.
Yeah, 7
OSU?
Yeah.
Yes.
On the road?
Yes.
Cute. I don't know. I'm leaning that way, but also I think it's a comeback win.
On the spreads, I'm going to pick Houston to.
For OU to get in, we need Oklahoma State to lose. That puts
us at the top. I think this is the only game they
OU
could.
wins out, and that puts us at the top.
This is the only game I think they could lose. I think they beat BYU.
If Texas accidentally loses a game,
OSU and OU's right there.
Well, no, but OU wins the Big 12 on the way out.
Possibly.
I'm going to tell you right now, Brett Yormark does not want to see OU versus Texas in the Big 12 championship. He'll skip it. He'll go to a basketball game.
OSU loses
because he's
this
a
weekend.
moron.
OSU loses.
Great businessman, but
OSU loses.
OSU
Straight up
loses. That's what he's saying.
I do. I think they lose.
Dana has coached against him before. Remember, Dana was at West Virginia, and didn't he beat him a couple times?
Oh yeah, he's always got a good team. Then he come to Houston.
But when he was at West Virginia, he also coached against Oklahoma State before he went down to Houston, and he coached against Sealing. And didn't he win a couple of those?
He did.
Didn't he have?
Yes.
I don't know. What
West Virginia.
Are you texting somebody over there, sweetheart?
No, I had a fan ask if we'd already been live, making sure that you had all your shit together.
No,
so
I don't have my shit together.
Okay, so what do we see?
Why would I?
I mean, just
why would I? I mean, we're supposed to be in your.
So you don't? Are we not live at all? Is that what it is?
Yes, we're live. Okay. People watching right now.
Okay, good job. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
Hey, so you're thinking OSU wins or loses? You think what? What do you think? Is this? I think they win out. I do. I actually think it's a Bedlam rematch. I think Texas loses to Iowa State this week. That's my pick. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I don't think so.
Did he just say that later?
I did.
I don't think so. Oh, no.
I got a feeling. I got a
feeling. Woo!
Texas comes in playing at Iowa State.
At
Iowa State, 7 o'clock, ABC. Haven't seen the weather, but I'm sure it's going to be cold. No Brooks, he's out.
Has Texas had any other late games except have they had a night game yet?
I'm sure they've had. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to Texas. And I just look at the scoreboard at the end.
No. I mean, I look at the scoreboard. I
don't watch. Should have lost to Kansas State. They should have.
Houston. Like watching Caleb.
Could have. How about
Caleb Williams?
Okay, they could have.
And Houston could have.
Could have.
Now Ewers is back.
I still think Houston. I think Houston beats OSU this weekend.
I don't know.
I do.
I mean, am I rooting for it? But I think OSU wins out. Texas plays at Iowa State, and then I think they finish with Tech at home.
Right, and that Tech game's supposed to be the one that they get beat on.
Iowa State.
Texas is only 7.5 over Iowa State.
Well, and Iowa State's still in the running for the Big 12 championship.
And Iowa State still has a good defense. Don't they have a top 20 defense?
I don't know about top 20. But yeah, they do. I mean, the over-under is 47.5, so that tells you something. I don't know what their offense looks like, per se, because, Texas leads all those right now.
But this guy's gone, so...
That is true.
So the running back is gone. It's in Ames. It's supposed to be. It's scheduled to be 45 degrees. So.
It's the one big game that they're going to have to look. Now, I think they beat Tech. I think they kill them. If Texas wins this game, they beat Tech, and I think they're in the Big 12 championship. The only way for OU to come back. Kansas State's got a long shot. There's a lot of scenarios in there, but I think if OU wins out, OSU loses one. I think it's back to Red River rematch again. And if not, Texas loses one and the other two went out, I think we still carry it's a Bedlam rematch. Kansas State's fourth in that pecking order, in my opinion. All right, do you want to talk a little bit about Tulsa?
Fourth or?
Are we picking our scores?
I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry.
Texas,
yes.
Houston.
Yes. I did forget.
OSU.
Houston. OSU and Houston.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 31-27 OSU.
Oh man, that's what I wanted.
Go the other way.
All right, give me 32-24.
Who?
Houston.
That's what I said. Go the other way. Go the other way.
Oh, I thought you took Houston.
No, I'm taking OSU.
Okay.
You're going 34.
27.
Mm-hmm. Houston.
I went 32-35. Houston.
Ooh, yep. A 3-point ball game.
Yep.
All right.
Vaughn, ball 18.
Yeah.
Oh, do we even want to talk about Tulsa? I mean, I want to strangle.
I'm done with Tulsa.
I told you
they fucking suck.
No, I told you.
And then they play really good. I'm done with Tulsa. It's like, oh my God, they lose to the school of the deaf and blind, and then they play with Tulane. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I warned you guys before that Francis was coming into play because the other two Braylon, there's something weird with Braylon Braxton that Tulsa's doing, and I finally figured that out. But
do tell, insider.
Do
tell Tulsa bystanders.
Yes, let's find out what's going on.
I finally figured out what's going on with Braylon Braxton. But I told you that the Francis kid was coming into play because Williams had
Francis.
Anyway, Francis. that Williams had gotten knocked out. He was injured, and what they're doing with Braylon Braxton, Braylon Braxton, if you look, all right, so
it can't be a red shirt thing.
No. Okay. They're not redshirted. They're not redshirted. So if you look, he's in the passing game, right? He's quarterback.
Yes, generally that's what they do.
Well, and then here he is. Then here he is, running back.
I guess.
Okay. Now here he is, wide receiver. So what?
Oh, that just could be a halfback.
No. What Kevin Wilson is doing is transitioning him from, before he goes to the NFL, is transitioning him from a quarterback to a slot guy.
And he's transitioning him to transfer. Is what he's doing. He ain't going to the NFL. He's transferring.
He's included in the offense.
He's transferring.
And he is making him. He's trying to make him happen.
Okay,
he's trying to make him happy.
Sean.
He's transferring.
He's trying to make it. He's trying to make him a utility offense player.
He's transferring.
Shit. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Well, no, I mean, maybe you're saying he's
Wilson,
just getting him in the game, but I mean, that's one, that's two. I mean, how many plays did they have?
He's been doing this over the season. He's transitioning Braylon Braxton into a utility offense.
He's trying.
I don't know why.
He's trying to get him to some plays because he's transferring. Braxton was going to transfer before,
and then came back.
Kevin Wilson talked him into staying, and then all of a sudden you've got Cardell? What's his name? Last name? Williams. That guy's better. He's the best one out of them all.
Right, but he got injured.
Well, I know, but I'm saying
that's why Francis is playing.
No, I understand, but he's the best one out of them all. Now, apparently Francis looks pretty good too. Tulsa's a weird team. I mean, they're 3-7. I picked them much higher. I picked them to go to the bowl game. They're not going to. They play North Texas this week at home. I think they win this one. Actually, I do. I don't know what the spread is.
You got to win the North Texas game, and you got to win the.
If they're predicted to win, they're going to lose.
Well, then they're 5-7.
Well, no, we need them to get the over, Kitty. You and I both picked them in the over.
What was the over? 4?
4.5.
Get it. Oh, speaking of over and under, it's got the OSU right though. 6.5. They've won 7, or is it 8?
I found mine the other day. I was very.
We need to go back and look at that. Stanford, we missed.
Illinois. I think I took Illinois over.
Yeah, they've had a.
No,
I missed the pick
not
this
actually
week.
Doing bad.
Indiana won this week against Illinois.
No, Illinois beat Indiana.
Oh, they did. That's right. I did get that one. It was the I hate Missouri is what my deal is.
2.5.
Oh my God!
North
everybody
Texas,
knew Missouri was beating Tennessee.
Did everybody?
Yes, we did.
Everybody picked it except you
and Zach.
Yeah, you and Zach.
And I think Hunter.
Is Tennessee was last year just all a
fluke?
Farce?
Yes, it was.
I don't think in Tennessee
too many talented players lost.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
had Hyatt. You had
he lost a lot.
The quarterback. I mean, I could see
was it Hyatt or Hooker?
I mean, sorry, Hooker. And Hyatt's the wide receiver that's at the Giants. Yes, I think.
Yeah. He lost. So he lost a lot, and I don't think he realized how much he was losing. Did he? He lost offensive line guys too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, and what's his nuts at?
But everybody
Missouri
picked
picked
Missouri except you and Zach.
I don't believe in Missouri.
I think Hunter also.
I still don't. We'll pull them up here in a minute. So what's this? What's these? You said the spread was 2.5 in favor of the
North Texas. Yeah.
Put me down for 42.
Yeah,
42-38.
It was
Tulsa.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a
42
30 to 20.
38. And you're taking what?
30 to 20.
Seems low scoring.
Yeah, I'm not looking at a high voluminous game. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
I know.
Scoring, the prolific scoring. Prolific scoring from either team.
Okay, I want to bring
you want to look at the last 5 games.
No.
Memphis.
Lost.
Memphis was the highest scoring game that North Texas had.
38-26.
How can you even judge those though? Because of all the different players at quarterbacks that's been in. So I mean, I'm not even gonna look at that.
And we lost to Biff Poggi.
FAU was a big rain game though too. They could have very easily won that. I want to talk a little bit about Missouri real quick. Schedule beat Middle Tennessee second game of the year by 4, 23-19.
You can't bring up those. That's an SEC schedule.
Hold on. And then Kansas State they beat by 3, which was a nice win.
That was a 64-yard field goal.
Yeah, okay. Beat Missouri by
ain't
Memphis.
that a record for
Missouri
SEC?
beat Missouri. Yeah, I think it's a record in college.
SEC.
I think it's a record in college.
Beat Memphis by 7.
Okay. Memphis is a decent team.
Beat Vanderbilt by 17, which they should.
Okay.
Lost LSU.
Okay.
Beat Kentucky pretty good, which we've seen that Kentucky's shit this year.
Yeah, Kentucky's gone way downhill.
And they beat the Gamecocks 34-12. We know they suck. And they lost to Georgia. Lost to Georgia by 9. Now, they beat obviously Tennessee 36-7 at home. So let me ask you this: they play Florida at home and at Arkansas. They going to win those 2 games and become
absolutely
10-2.
Absolutely.
Okay. Could be a possible bowl.
They're going to win out. They're going to win out. What's the coach? God, I can't think of his name. Kirkowitz,
Dinkowitz. Derkowitz, dink.
He's made a nice team. He's built that team. They play a complete game. They don't always, blow a team out.
Okay, now you did,
but they do hold
you
the
did
team.
just hear the schedule. They on the SEC they played Vanderbilt, Kentucky, South Carolina, Tennessee. Now that's a good win for Tennessee, but they lost to LSU and they lost to Georgia.
Juggernauts.
But they lost by 9 points to Georgia. It wasn't like it was a blowout by
And you think Georgia's the best team in the nation?
I didn't say that, but they're top 4.
They are on paper.
I remember Brock Bowers was out for that.
We know Georgia's schedule. I guarantee you, in the ranking of hardest schedules, I guarantee you or toughest of schedule. Strength's what I'm thinking of.
Strength of schedule.
Toughness, whatever.
Toughness.
I guarantee you they're in the 80s.
This is the weightlifting of schedules.
80s. I would say 70s or 80s. All right. Anything else? Do you want to talk about college firings? Do you want to do that at the end?
We'll do that to the end.
Okay. All right. Because I got a lot to talk about that.
Do we want to college football playoff rankings? Did you...
It's same old shit. I think they kept the same.
Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, Florida State.
Hold on. Now go look at Oklahoma. Go look at Oklahoma because there are 2 teams that I don't believe should be over Oklahoma. Right. And I think it's Ole Miss and Louisville that are over Oklahoma in the college football rankings.
There's Missouri, Tennessee,
I don't think Ole Miss is
Oregon State.
Yeah, they are.
Louisville, Penn State, Ole Miss. That's 9 is Ole Miss.
Right.
Penn State is 10.
Penn State should
Louisville
not be
is.
Well, hold on
11.
now. Hold on. Now that's last week's. They'll update tomorrow. Ole Miss lost.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about? Updated ones or last week's?
It should have been this week's.
No,
they come out on Tuesday.
They come out on
Today's
Tuesday.
Monday.
Okay.
Today's
Monday, the 13th of November, 2023.
God damn it! He's just gonna keep doing it, isn't he?
Oh fuck me! I'm
gonna slap him in the head with a goddamn mic.
Go ahead, waiting. Go ahead. I'll try to find Georgia on strength schedule. I just keep going farther.
Georgia is down.
Hey, let's go ahead and move on to the NFL so that way Kenny's screwed, and when he comes back to it, we're like, nobody wants to talk about it. It's college football's over. We already went through the scenarios for OU to get into. I don't remember what we're doing.
Georgia's 21st. I'm sorry.
Oh, cute time.
Strength schedule's 21st.
Cute time, Kenny. Hi, I'm cute time.
Texas Christian's 25.
Hi, I'm cute time, Kenny.
OU's ahead of that.
Kenny. Somebody.
What are we moving to? I mean, you're segueing this.
Oh, I don't know where we're going.
Good.
We already talked about Texas, Iowa. I don't think there's any other games this week.
Yes, we already did. I think we're moving on to the NFL.
I know, but I was looking to see if there were any other big games.
Nope, none. It's all quiet this week.
Because I know SEC's in their FCS week.
Yeah, it's actually not a really good week.
USC's is playing UCLA.
UCLA. They lose to them also.
That's going to be fun. He's going to cry some more.
I know.
Hey, put that on the picks.
I want to put that on the picks.
Why not?
Because I want to pick teams that are winners. I want to pick teams that are
Too afraid?
No.
I was rolling into the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, I know. Did you see that? 5-2. They're gonna get slaughtered.
I think does the Big Ten change next year to a round robin like everyone else is doing?
It does.
As it should.
This game right here.
Cool.
SMU Memphis is what we're going to be taking. They're playing for a top spot because they're round robin right now.
Yes, correct.
So we're going to take this game. We're taking the Texas Iowa State and then the other 3.
Gotcha. I like it.
I didn't really care about
Abilene Christian against A&M.
I thought about it.
A&M going to come out hot since they fired the coach. Oh, previewing. Hold on.
But then they lose. They lost. They won the game and then fired him. We could do Louisville, Miami. No, wait, no, Miami's 2-4. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Miami. Yeah, there's nothing here. We're gonna go to the NFL.
Please.
Okay. NFL current score on the Bronco Billies 15-8. Come on. We're Buffalo. We need 7.5.
It's not happening. Broncos played great.
Is it? Do they play
Cortland
great?
Sutton. Look at what Cortland Sutton's got, 47. Didn't Hannah need him to have a big game?
She's probably winning
did.
now. But
She
I mean,
did.
is it? I mean, look at.
No, he's only 47 with a touchdown.
Well, and she needed like 13 points. He's
20. I think it was 20, wasn't it?
No, it's
to
less
win.
than that. She's won. But no, look at Josh Allen's numbers. I mean,
Oh, no,
there was
we're
an
not- we're gonna
interesting.
get into that
Hold on,
argument.
no,
We're
hold
gonna
on.
get into that
No, there was a
argument.
Josh Allen stat. I think he leads the league in percentages and touchdowns thrown, but he also leads the league in interceptions thrown. So he's had one tonight and two.
We brought the interceptions up last week.
I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, he continues to do this over and over. I mean, when's that gonna change?
1 yard difference possession. What was that? I don't even know.
Of course, Zach had to say on his fantasies, like, hey, thanks for the Kincaid pickup. I know I had him all year and he didn't play shit, and then they had an injury and I get him up. Whatever.
So you got beat by your son again?
Yes.
I think I got him next
I blame
week.
the Jets coaching staff, to be
I
honest.
think I got him next week. I need to trade.
I got no Brees Hall love.
I need to trade for Tyreek Hill. I'll give you George Pickens.
Yeah, I'll veto that trade through the manager.
How? Why?
I'll take.
Because it's not even the same. It's not apples to apples.
Okay, I'll give him Cincinnati's defense as well.
They ain't.
Something else.
Yeah.
You want Dallas Goedert? He's injured. He's a great tight end.
Not if he's injured. All right. What's this week's schedule?
Well, it doesn't
look
mean
like?
he's not coming back. Where we at?
Well, actually, look at last week. Let's do a little recap.
For what?
Because the NFL, honestly, is.
You mean the weird NFL?
Yeah.
The weird and wacky NFL?
Yeah, so I. just
Joe
when-
Burrow's back, man.
Yeah, just when
Joe
you think the
Burrow's not
Ravens,
back.
just when you think the Ravens are the team, they go up 17-3 in the fourth.
3 straight games, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's throwing it off a guy's helmet.
So then you have that, and then now Brock Purdy, he comes back after 3 straight losses, so everybody thinks he's MVP again.
No, he had his team back.
I hit the Jaguars.
The
aren't that
injuries.
good, guys.
Oh my God.
Give me one playoff win. You want to go that? That Jags win one playoff win?
Oh, I think you're about San Francisco. It's like, yeah, San Francisco's got 2 playoff
No,
wins.
no. I'm talking this year. You think the Jaguars
Holy
win a
shit!
playoff
Hannah
game?
is winning.
Well, yeah.
Is she really?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Cortland Sutton had a good game. Or a best game of his career.
It's 47
yeah,
yards
yeah.
and 1 touchdown.
Oh, that's more than her
She's got
10.
this.
So, now who's she playing? Everyone that's got the Bills? Is it Tina?
No, I'm playing Tina.
Oh. You might win this, too.
No,
Oh.
no,
He's done.
I'm done.
No, I thought that and that's great. The 49ers won one, and I'm not going to really harp on them a lot. But they did win big, and that's a nice win after the 3 straight losses. I thought the Ravens turn around. They act like the 1 seed. They go blow it to the Browns. Deshaun Watson actually had a pretty good game. Lamar Jackson turns the ball over. NFL that's what makes it so fun, and that's what the college, probably with Neil and all this other stuff, is getting close to doing, is making it more even. But then you look at Dallas, and Dallas again, as they always do, kills a lower level team, and then the thing is with
Everybody's
them,
back on the Dallas bandwagon.
yeah, the thing. I
Dallas
agree.
is the
I agree with
best.
that, but not so much this week because the Giants are horrible. They actually will probably slide into the number 2 draft spot, I would think, because they're pretty close. I know the Bears are getting number 1 because of Carolina, but I think they're good.
Preston, if the Cowboys are back, how was Pollard?
Pollard sucks ass. He can't run. He can't run through a fucking wet newspaper.
Well, now we're talking fantasy here, so but yeah, he hadn't done well at all.
It doesn't matter whether it's fantasy or not. You still have the same points.
You know what he's suffering
you
from.
cannot get yards.
No, you do realize what he's suffering from.
Yeah,
Kill
15
him-
carries
kill him
for
more
48
offense.
yards.
Oh,
Kill
is
him
that
more-
what it is?
Kill him more. Let's look at what Austin Eckler's done this season.
He
Kill
did
him
that
more
last
offense.
season.
Yeah, but kill him
Yeah,
more
he
offense.
did. No.
Killing more offense.
Both
more
those,
run,
all that
more-
coaching staff is fired, like I've called a year and a half ago. They done. I
Like
promise.
Snaky Riley goes.
Yeah, I don't know about him. I don't know what's going on with him. But anyway, I would think so, but I'm not going to pick that yet.
Kyler Murray return game. He wins by 2 points over the.
But yeah, the Giants are
ATL.
the Giants are currently setting at the number 2 draft pick
Right.
right now over the Cardinals.
And they could trade Chicago for that. Chicago do it. We'll trade down to take Drake May or Michael Penix, Bo Nix. not Caleb Williams.
Super eye roll on every quarterback coming out in this draft. I don't think there's any good ones.
Okay, but last year he said, "Don't take a quarterback this year.
Don't take a
next
quarterback.
Year,
all the good ones are coming out next season."
Yeah, and I really thought it would. I mean, Drake May's probably the most NFL-looking serviceable. He reminds me of Sam Howell, also a former North Carolina. And Sam Howell's had a good year. Let's be honest.
Wait.
I don't like. I don't.
What we're saying
Didn't
is
he talk shit on Sam Howell at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, he did. We're
covering
our ass right now.
But
it's Kitty's cute time bullshit covering our ass.
When did I talk about Sam
Last
Howell?
year's
because I said that I said that Washington was going to beat the Giants. That's why I'm sitting over there by myself with Washington above the Giants.
Because of Sam Howell?
Yes.
Is that why you picked them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I said Sam Howell was a really good quarterback. I liked his preseason.
Oh, I didn't say he was good. I said it was comparable to Drake May. I never said they were good. I just said he's had a good year. He's had a good year.
Okay.
There's a difference between him being good. He's had a good year. There's a big difference. If I said he's had a great year and he's a great quarterback, there's difference.
If he says generational.
No, there's some
gotta
Hey,
know
some quarterback.
Well, so for Caleb Williams,
hold on.
So for Caleb Williams is not generational, even though all I heard out of
not me,
the commentators, the commentators was,
but I'm the truth.
That he's generational.
No.
He's the truth until he speaks something that's not the truth. And he's like, well, if you listen back to episode 37, I said...
Shut the fuck up. I changed Caleb Williams to the God King of football. That's how everybody's putting him. He's the God King of football. He's the second coming. He is going to change and revolutionize football. We're going to have quarterbacks that are going to cry, and they're going to get penalties for roughing the passer and hurting his feelings.
Fuck my mom on my fingers or whatever, Utah or whatever it is. Yeah.
Fuck Utah. Yeah. I thought he said something totally different.
He did say fuck my mom.
I said fuck my mom.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
But he goes to the stand and cries to his mom and dad.
No, I honestly would not pick. I think there is so much better talent than the quarterbacks that are coming out right now. I think you. Well,
that's what Chicago's got that, and so Chicago trades that first pick to give the Giants. Gets that first pick and gets some other little gushy
like I suggested they did last year.
You get Harrison Jr. You can get a decent quarterback in this. You can get a decent quarterback in this draft. You get Harrison Jr.
I think you can get. You're talking about getting Marvin Harrison as a wide receiver, just dropping one down to the Giants. Yeah. How much are they going to give up?
Well, we still have like the number 5 pick, don't we?
Currently, yes.
Yeah.
But you're going to win more because you got to get up to second place.
Well, that's what we make them give up. We make
to cover Kitty's cute time bullshit.
With Josh Dobbs and the Vikings, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but
I know who would have picked them. I mean, that's why I thought Cousins was going to play all year.
It doesn't matter whether Cousins played or not.
No, Dobbs has done really well. I'll give him credit. That guy has turned. They've won 5 in a row, and he's won 2 of them and just started. Now, of course, they're in the softer part of the schedule and didn't win any big games as Kirk Cousins never
So he's won less than 50%.
No, he's 2-0. He's 2-0.
But they won 5, and he's won 2 of them. So he's less than 50% of winning the 5 games. So Cousins won the other 3.
Oh, but I'm not saying Cousins can't win a game, but, I mean, if you look at their schedule, I don't think they were playing any juggernauts.
God.
Hold on. Minnesota's setting at 6-4.
Uh-huh.
And so 4 wins for Kirk Cousins, 2 wins for...
4 losses for Cousins also.
Okay. So he's 500.
Okay.
Josh Dobbs 0-2 or 2-0.
I just wanted to see the schedule that Kirk Cousins won.
We have what he won. He beat the Bears. He beat the Panthers. They beat that Niners team.
They ain't any good.
You fat.
See, I told you.
The Niners finally got all their players. Hang on, the Niners already got. Finally got all their players back off the injured reserve.
Oh shit! They're gonna win the rest of them, aren't they, guys? All the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, all the way.
Okay.
Even Philadelphia.
I know it. Just all the way.
Yes,
right on down.
All the way down.
You're hard.
Don't
on
buy
Purdy.
into that.
You are hard on Purdy.
I am.
All right, Minnesota's hard part's coming up because they've got that return game with Chicago at Chicago. They have the revamped Raiders. They've got the calf-healthy Bengals. Then you got Lions, and then you've got the red-hot Packers, and then you got Lions again. See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree that you should have to play a team and then return to play a team within 2 weeks.
We should do the scheduling. So who's a team, though, right now that you talk about quarterbacks, talking about the draft, and you talk about all the people that are coming out of the college football season that everyone thinks is good? I mean, Bo Nix, I remember for 2 years at Auburn sucking.
I remember 3 years.
I also know that Oregon overall is probably a much better team than he's played with before. That helps.
And Dan
but
Lanning.
Generally,
Dan Lanning?
yes.
He's
Generally, you're going to go to
you're
going to go to a
Jimbo
worse
Fisher.
team. When you get drafted that high. Penix, I like his talent. I think he's too short for the NFL. He reminds me a lot of Caleb Williams. I just do. I don't think they're going to.
He doesn't run as much. He doesn't have to scramble.
He don't, but I just don't think they're going to be any good. I mean, I don't know. It's just me. It's a feeling I have. Drake May looks to be an NFL body, and generally when people look at NFL,
Bryce Young?
get too short. We've said that too.
How is C.J. Stroud?
He's the one that surprised me.
He's actually surprising the shit out of me.
You were the most negative against
He
him.
is the best Ohio State quarterback since
See?
Mike
I know.
Tomczak.
Yeah, because that's what he said. Oh, Ohio State quarterbacks suck.
They do.
They generally do. I will say.
Horrible.
I agree with that.
2 interceptions on the season as a rookie.
But he is playing above and beyond Ohio State quarterbacks that's come out.
Agreed.
Period.
Totally. And Offensive Rookie of the Year. But, Houston's had top
Who did
5.
you have? I had Jahmyr Gibbs before that, but now I've got between him and Jahmyr Gibbs.
I had Zay or Bijan, actually, and I don't know what the fucking Falcons are doing, but anyway.
Oh, that's your generational talent.
Yeah, I think they generationally need to trade him now. I mean, Gibbs is better as far as talent-wise. I'm sorry, let me back up. Gibbs is better with the team he's at to showcase. And now they're going to bring Montgomery back, who's just a punisher. I'm just saying. I mean,
okay, you're just upset with Montgomery because you have Gibbs and Montgomery's getting the lion's share.
No. That goes back to Creston's argument about college is don't you play the best player in your backfield, right? Is that what you said?
No, I said you don't play a wide receiver
no, you said
as a running
you
back.
You play your best running back.
No, I did not. I said you have a stable of 4 running backs. You don't pull a wide receiver back.
What if you've got 2 premier running backs?
David Montgomery's not premier.
Scott Montgomery?
No, he's an old coach. David Montgomery's not premier. I don't know where everyone
seems like he is. It seems like he's doing really well with the line.
Didn't he score twice?
Once.
Ooh, I think he did.
Once.
Oh, once?
At a 75-yarder.
Yeah. Oh, 75-yarder, and then he got down to the 1-yard line another time. Oh, my bad. He broke a 48-yarder down to the 1-yard line. Sorry, my bad.
All I know
but he's not good. He's not good.
I said he's not premier.
I loved it because I was playing my fantasy against Jared Goff. 3 straight touchdowns from a running back, and I was like, that's right, Goff.
They did the run game. Now everyone's like, oh, shit, it's going to be the best stable of running backs that Detroit has. And I'm like, okay, well, don't like it because it just needs to be one. Just play the best guy.
What? You got to have a tandem.
He can back up for a couple plays a game.
Oh, my God. Can't you just watch him?
He wants his fantasy, yes.
How'd your Breece Hall pick
But
go?
it's true.
How's your Breece Hall
He's
pick?
the best one, too.
What about Dalvin Cook?
He's not any good.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Okay, he has 2 carries for 18 yards. He's not any good. Breece Hall has 37 carries for 38 yards.
You watch that game? You watch how there's a setup for the... I mean, you look at a setup...
No.
It's Nathaniel Hackett.
You watch the game on OU, how they put a fucking wide receiver as a running back?
No, not every...
We're not talking about how they set shit up. I'm tired of hearing Kenny's bullshit.
No, you're talking...
It's who has the most yards on the carries. If he's averaging 10 yards a fucking carry and the other guy's averaging 3, then the guy that has 10 yards a carry is a better fucking running back than the guy that has 3 yards per carry. I don't care whether he carries it 12 times or 2 times. The guy that has the most yards per carry is better. Well, period.
My thing is
so that would mean Farouk is the better running back. Hold on.
If you've got 2 premier
Farouk's
running backs,
the better running back. This last game, he had more yards per carry. You just said that. You want to rewind
Farouk did not. He had 7 total fucking yards.
Last game, his average was 14.5 yards per carry.
God, you're going to make me look that up.
For sure. And he's the better running back.
Look it up.
Bastards are gonna
it is. I know it is.
You guys are going to make me hate.
Rushing.
By the way, Buffalo, Denver is now 15-15. And we have 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
On this November 13th, 2023.
Stop saying the goddamn date! I will punch you right in your face!
I was making sure you wasn't going to go back to an OU game of October 19th or something. It was just the last week game.
I hate you.
I know.
I hate you. Well, I'm not even looking for OU.
Why
oh
not?
yeah, I am looking for OU.
You gotta prove my Russian Farouk has a better average.
I forgot what I was
He should
doing.
be in the game more.
You two keep screaming at each other. I forgot what
I wasn't screaming at all.
Yeah, I am because I'm tired of the fucking.
That's the only way to shut you up, so you
Yes.
can get your point out.
No, I didn't even get to finish my point. As far as Breece Hall comes, when you got a first down and you're running a bunch set, you've got a tight end, 5 offensive line. Generally, that's a running back play. Generally, and you got an I formation with a bunch formation. Yeah, that's Oklahoma State game. That was not the game we're talking about. We're talking about last week, West Virginia.
I was just looking. I think I just.
So how many yards did Farouk have in that game?
I just proved something that.
He didn't run the ball at all. So.
I just proved something that.
What? He didn't run the ball. Go ahead and go to the next game now. Waiting.
I just proved something.
What did you prove?
That Farouk didn't run. Farouk didn't run in that Oklahoma State game.
He done. Yeah, you're right.
I think I said that.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
Shut your old face up. Your weird gray beard. Why don't you Propecia that or whatever that is?
Oh, it's a drip in the rain. So let's go. We're waiting.
I don't know what a drip in the rain.
Anyway, I was before we move on to the Farouk and the running average, who has the best average?
14.5 average.
So he's got the best average. He should be running the ball the most, right? Is that what you said? Just saying.
Okay, let's put him in as running back.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you run a bunch formation, you get a first down and 10, and you run a bunch formation with an I running back.
But Farouk's he's not in that bunch formation.
I'm talking about Breece Hall when you shut your mouth.
Breece Hall was by himself most of the time.
In the I?
Yeah.
Yeah, with a bunch formation. That's my point. What's
that's
that?
Not a bunch formation.
You got a tight end and all 5 all offensive line right there and a tight end, and you got a single out here and a single out here. That's a bunch. They're bunching. It looks like a run. That's what they do. Nathaniel Hackett is vanilla. Breece Hall will never.
So Breece Hall is a great running back, but he is not getting the yards because
didn't say he's not getting the yards. No,
of the way the play caller is.
Didn't say that.
Hey,
I
said
said
have
that.
Breece Hall for Aaron Jones?
It's all about what you're looking at as forecasting. A defense sees that on first down and a bunch formation. What do you think as a defensive coordinator? What are you going to call a deep pass? No, it's a run. Did you put Dalvin Cook on third down? In 12,
he carried the ball twice.
Cook?
Yes.
Okay. So he carried it twice. That means he's not as good. If they thought he was better, he'd carry it more. Just like Farouk had a 14 average, you should say he played more. That's not how that goes. No one is saying here, including you, that Farouk shouldn't carry the ball more, even though his average was better.
Dalvin Cook had 4 carries.
Oh, 4 carries. 2, 4. Okay.
But he also had a better long than
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He also averaged 6.5 yards.
And Farouk had a better average than the rest of them. I mean, there's no merit to that theory. I'm sorry.
Josh Jacobs, 27 for 116 yards.
And to only run him 13 yards and throw Zach Wilson 39 times, that's ridiculous in itself. Period.
You needed those points.
He did. He needed them bad.
You needed those Breece Hall points so bad.
No, it's like I'm watching this game.
You texted me.
It's 1st and 10. Breece Hall in the eye. Bunch formation. I'm thinking, fuck, they're going to run him up the middle. And what do? Run up the middle. And what do you think that defense thought? Hey, they're running up the middle. And what's their strength is that line and linebackers. I kind of understand why you're throwing it, but every time they'd run Breece Hall out of the backfield, he'd run to the sideline every time. It's like, this is the most goddamn vanilla offense I've seen in my life. Dalvin Cook, he runs in the middle of the field. How many catches did he have?
Who?
Cook. I mean, he had more than 4 rushes.
Dalvin Cook had 0. He was only targeted once.
Oh, well, fuck him then. Anyway.
Okay, so, fuck my narrative. Fuck everything. Oh, God damn. Let's talk about something else.
3 receptions.
Let's talk about something else.
Breece Hall, 3 receptions.
You lost the narrative
targets
on the average.
All right, so he caught every ball that was passed at him.
Who did?
Breece Hall.
Breece Hall.
Yes. Okay, yes.
Not to be confused
And
with
one of
Bryce Hall,
those was a big yak, I promise. It was like 30-something yards.
He never brought up the yak.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, we're not talking about the yak. because that's all San Francisco has.
No, listen,
yak.
I'm just saying.
Purdy sucks ass because it's all yak.
No, I'm just saying that the
You watched it. You watched
Nathaniel Hackett's got to go. He's not any good.
He just got there.
He's not any good.
He just got there.
Coach LaFraud called the plays at Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers probably called his own plays too.
Do you know?
He's not any good. Why do people just recycling?
How long has Hackett called the plays?
Here? This is his first year.
Yeah, he just got
but Levy's only had 2 years of play calling total in his whole career.
Oh, before that,
we got to save Levy. We got to brag on him, pat him on the ass.
This is NFL, dude. You got this is.
Oh my God! It's still fucking football.
Oh, it's
the same 11 goddamn players on the field.
Never.
It doesn't matter whether it's college or NFL.
Never have said Jeff Levy should be an NFL coordinator ever.
Oh, 2 years for Levy.
Ever.
But God,
been
he's
quite
only had one.
Preston, you know that you cannot compare.
You cannot compare
NCAA
anything
with NFL.
You can't.
You can't. No, there's nothing you can compare with Kenny. He's right. Everybody else is wrong.
I'm not saying Jeff Levy's.
He's right. Everybody else is wrong.
Hey, I just have to say, did you know that Aiden O'Connell was the 4th round pick out of Purdue?
Purdue, yes, I did.
Did you hear that 18 times last night?
No, but I just knew. He was
I heard that.
Like
and Antonio Pierce is Compton.
And yeah,
and went to Cal Poly.
Went there and was a Giants player. Yeah,
that's all I heard from Coca.
Hey, Pierce has had a good start. I hope he wins big. My fear is he's going to get the permanent job and be fired in 2 years.
Yeah, but you still get that sweet money because he'll sign like a 9-year contract.
The Raiders are just built bad.
He'll sign a 9-year contract.
No, they're just built bad.
I mean, what I just saw that what's his nuts is getting $148 million.
Hey, speaking of NFL, as we kind of close up.
Yeah, Bears didn't cover. We should have totally blown that game out.
I didn't pick that, but anyway.
Shut your mouth.
Is it still Belichick or Brady for that dynasty? Are we still talking Belichick at a?
We're not. No one here at this table has ever said it's Belichick.
Okay.
We all said it was Brady.
Sure.
I don't think anybody cares.
I just wanted to bring that up.
You know, no one here.
Brady. Yeah, no one
Your
here
love
has
of Brady.
See,
none of us care about Brady.
Well, no, I mean we're not just talking.
It just. Kenny wants to sound good, so he's going to say, "Hey, by the way,
have you
Brady?
Seen those?
Brady, how about Belichick?
We wouldn't. We're not.
No one here has said Belichick was lights out.
We're talking to other people.
Have you seen my pictures of Brady in his underwears?
No, we're talking to other people. It's just not us three. I'm just saying. I was bringing that up hypothetically. Is it still that? Is it still?
No, Belichick. We got to remember Belichick ruined that really good Browns team when he went to coach his first stint.
No one thinks Belichick.
And then Josh McDaniels ruined two teams.
No one here, but we're also bringing this up.
Here's the thing. Here's what I got a question. Do you think Bill O'Brien's fired and Josh McDaniels comes back?
No.
To or wherever, if Belichick gets fired, do you think he's going to pick Josh McDaniels back up to where he goes?
Now, that's a double scenario.
I've seen them talk.
That's a double scenario.
I've seen them talk about maybe Belichick going to the Bears. And
so there's a couple things to talk about here. Is that Belichick wants that record from Shula?
Yes.
Then you've got Kraft, who's pretty loyal to him, more loyal to Brady, to be honest, but kind of not if you think about it.
Kraft was also really loyal to the women at that massage parlor in
Florida. So as we move on to that,
he had a lot of money.
Is it Kraft going to make the decision to fire him? I don't think so. I think he stays.
I think the board goes to Kraft. The board goes to Kraft and says we need to move on, and they sit down and they decide to part ways.
And Kraft goes, I'm the owner, bitch. I'm not listening to you.
You think You think he's got a bit of that old crazy Jim Irsay in him?
He is Irsay. Yeah, he is the owner.
Irsay.
He keeps.
Let's hire Jeff Saturday.
Hold on.
He's an alcoholic. Let's hire Kenny Weist. He'll come in red-eyed and little Debbie out.
He stays next year. Bill O'Brien gets to stay year 2. Mac Jones is the one that's out.
Well, Mac Jones should have been out year 2.
He should have been out 2 years ago.
I don't think Mac is as bad as his
oh my God!
Years.
You're gonna say Purdy and Hurts is horrible?
No. Hold on. No, I said not as bad as what he was. I'd like to give him a little more credit than what he was doing with fucking what's his name, Matt Patricia, the former defensive coordinator that became offensive coordinator. Now,
co-offensive coordinator.
Whatever. I think that was a mess last year. Now, what should happen, and this is what I think.
He has the most
Belichick stays.
He has the most
Belichick
interceptions.
Stays, Bill O'Brien stays
this season so far.
And I think that two things happen here. They trade Mac for a 8th round pick, 7th round pick, as Zach would say, a 17th round pick, and
Zach doesn't.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad decision.
Hold on.
It's not a bad.
Zach doesn't know. How
and they draft somebody like a Drake May. That's somebody that Belichick would like. A Mac Jones kind of clone. I mean, it was kind of the same thing.
Or you got Drake May, and then you've got isn't there a kid in the Big Ten?
Oh, you can take the Michigan quarterback. He's moving up.
Yeah,
JJ
McCarthy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Mac Jones is not good at all. He's hot garbage.
I'd like to see him have a shot somewhere else just once.
But with a good team.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean,
Tampa.
I don't think Josh Dobbs anyone would sit here be going, he's the guy we need to take. He's moved around more than
Tampa.
No. Baker Mayfield's having one of the best teams.
Okay, hang on.
Mac Jones at Tampa.
Hang on. Let me ask this question:
Baker Mayfield's in New England.
Who would you put him at as starting quarterback on which teams?
I don't think he'd start. I don't think he'd start. I think he just needs to go somewhere else.
As a backup. Okay.
Yeah, I think he needs a whole.
Because I was like,
he was getting ready to jump your ass.
I really was because I wasn't going to hear that bullshit.
I think he needs a whole new. I mean, Baker went to a backup position with the Rams. Then he got to play a little bit. He needs to go somewhere else he could showcase a little bit. Maybe go to a team with an older quarterback. So
you're comparing. You're comparing Mac.
Didn't say that at all.
Oh, what about Mac Jones?
No, I'm saying he needs to go somewhere like
Mac
Baker
Jones
Mayfield
at the Jets.
Baker went to as a backup position, and then Stafford got hurt, and he got to play.
Mac Jones at the Jets.
Yeah, but the difference is Baker is actually halfway decent. I'm sorry. I don't see Mac Jones.
I'm not comparing
ever
the two
starting.
I'm not comparing the two quarterbacks. I'm saying comparing the two situations. He got cut from his team and moved to a backup position. Yes.
Baker got cut.
I don't know if he got cut.
Not cut, but I mean
he got shit on.
Okay,
he did.
Either way,
he was like one of those guys that pays to get pooped on.
I'm just saying I don't see Mac Jones even being comparable to even like Baker.
I didn't say talent wise. I said situational wise. I want to see a situational wise. Go to a team that's got a good team, play a backup, see if you can learn anything, and then maybe play a little. Yeah, I think he could be better than Shane Bichelle at the Chiefs. Okay.
I thought they still had that other guy.
I don't know who's there. I was just guessing. I think it is Bichelle though.
No, I think Michelle's there, but don't they still have the old guy from the Dolphins? Or
I just don't think Mac is very good at all. I don't like him. He does not have good decisions.
But I think when you have to
he
say
has
though,
not got the talent.
But he's went to a bad situation. I mean, he's went to a bad situation at the. I mean, who do they have offensively?
Well, what if he went to the Giants? They don't have a quarterback. They got that scared guy.
I was talking about the team around him. I don't think anybody on that team is good offensively, really. Hunter Henry, Ramondre Stevenson. I mean, is that the people you're going to go, I need that guy? I don't see that.
How do you think these guys feel when you talk shitty about them?
I'm not talking shitty. I just don't think they're
these
the guy.
These guys just sitting at home going, man, I made an NFL team. I'm getting paid, but yet everybody just tells me that I'm the worst player at my position ever.
Didn't say that. I mean, that's if you play Monday Night Football, they'll tell you what position you are. I like the
your PFF, is that what it is?
Whatever it is, yeah. No, I mean, I think that the overall. What time are we at? I think the overall.
120.
Oh shit.
Or 118.
Oh, we got to get moving. But I think the overall though for that is Mac needs a different change it.
All right, so
I think Mac just needs to retire. I don't think he's any good.
Oh, I think he's
the easiest week of picks in the NFL.
I haven't seen this week's picks.
Spread though.
I know.
11 seems a little low.
Oh, 11. I'm taking the Cowboys. There's one.
Well, Zach told me. So you're taking the Cowboys 16.5. I said you can put 26.5. I'd take it.
Detroit's 10 over the Bears.
Okay.
Miami is at 11.5 over the Raiders.
Okay.
Chargers only 3 over the Packers. Suspect. You got Washington at 9.5 over the Giants.
Sam Howell's kicking ass. Right?
And then we got 11 for Dallas over the Panthers. Jacksonville 6.5 over the Titans, which I have to say that I'm over the Will Levis experiment. I'm done. I took him last week.
He played.
No. I'm sorry. Will Levis is still.
Who did he play last week?
Tampa Bay.
That defense. No. It was Tampa Bay last week. Yeah.
Last week. Last week, yes.
This week, last week.
Yeah, we give Stroud 8 touchdowns and we shut down Will Levis. But anyway. And Baker Mayfield continues to excel.
Oh, Cardinals, right Houston. That. Houston by 4. Oh, that's Kyler Murray versus C.J. Stroud.
Oh, God.
Kyler Murray, game 2.
Yeah. Oh, Buccaneers and 49ers. I got to pick that.
Yes, you do.
You know what I'm taking.
You know what I'm taking. Why don't you all take 49ers?
I am.
Okay.
I just said I am.
I will. I'll take the 49ers.
I just said I am.
I will.
What do you mean, take it? I am.
Okay.
I'll take it all. Let's choke on. Jets, Bills.
Well, after watching the Bills play tonight, I might go the Jets. Yeah.
It's like
what is the updated score on that
as we move on? It is 15-15, and I don't know.
I'm gonna get my 7.5 on this, am I?
No. That's start of the fourth quarter.
It doesn't matter.
22-15.
The Bills suck.
That'll be the final 7.
They could go for 8. You don't know. They could do 2. They could
Josh
go.
Allen
They score a touchdown. They go for 2 and get the 2.
All right.
And we got the 8.
Anything else on the NFL?
We haven't finished it. Seahawks, Rams.
No, this week or next week. Oh,
Seahawks. I'll take the Seahawks.
Oh, how were the Broncos favored over the?
Oh shit!
Because they're currently winning, is why that is.
Well, I'll take the Vikings over the Broncos.
I'll take the plus for sure. I want to have Destiny trade me Josh Dobbs. I might play him over Mahomes.
Oh no, we'll go ahead and kibosh that. We'll go ahead and
we'll
nix every fucking
know
trade.
The commissioner,
because
so we're going to talk about.
Oh, you'd nix a Dobbs for Mahomes trade?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, that's silly.
Because Dobbs is playing way better than Mahomes right now.
I understand that. Yeah.
Oh, but you'd nix a George Pickens for Tyreek Hill.
When you've got Kenny Pickett throwing, you betcha.
See, it's just
racism.
It is.
Racism. I don't think you use that word right.
I never do.
No, and he's white. But anyway, so I don't get it. But anyway.
It's not racism. It's just.
You said that racism. What does that mean?
I don't know.
He's white.
Who's white?
Talk about Kenny Pickett.
I was talking about George Pickens.
So is Tyreek, and a black guy's throwing to him. I said that'd be done.
Tyreek's white.
Tyreek's white.
I meant who's throwing.
Oh, no. We're not going to say who's coaching them or who's on the sideline with them.
No, it's
Tyreek White. Is Tyreek?
I didn't disagree with that.
No.
Yes.
I said also who is
Tyreek is white.
Yeah, okay.
Just whatever Kenny's narrative is.
All right, let's get into
move on to the outdoor minute. My
anything?
word.
Nothing.
He did nothing. Kenny?
I've got a lot to talk about, but I've got to pee again, so... You do your minute. Sean, you've done so well tonight leading this. Go ahead.
I don't have a minute. I just make fun of you. That's why I'm here. I listen to your stupidity.
As I move on for a second, because I didn't use the bathroom properly before, talk about the coaching firings.
Firings?
Yeah.
Have there been multiple firings?
There's 4 jobs open now. Get ready to be more.
I just saw the one. Yeah, the one. You know what the one I'm talking about. The one that nobody... Who wants that job? Who's going to take that? Who's going to take the Texas A&M job? Oh, no, that's basketball. Hey, let's talk about basketball.
Go Thunder.
Hey, what's... Yeah, you guys lost.
To who?
Everybody?
Beat the Suns.
I thought you lost to the Suns.
Wrong.
No. So you lost to yesterday? Yeah. By the way, I'm yelling at Kenny off air, off mic.
Doesn't matter.
You guys did come back to beat him.
I'm going to yell at Kenny a lot.
Huh?
I'm tired of the narratives.
Was that Sean wrong again?
Yes.
Not what? No, when I saw this.
Oh, Sean wrong again.
The Suns were up. Oh, what is up with that stupid in-season tournament?
I don't like it. Don't even. Never heard of her.
What? Hang on.
Why don't they do that?
No, I don't know what it is.
Can I ask one question?
What
is the deal with the fucking courts on the tournament?
That's they're just changing them up.
I know. The courts look so stupid.
How much does that cost the league?
I don't know.
What's the money they're wasting on that?
$500,000 per player plus coaches.
Oh, that's the
for
winner.
The winner.
The winner.
Yes, $250 for second place.
Why don't you just do
per
this?
player?
Why don't you just do this during preseason? Why don't you make the preseason a tournament?
They have it now. I think what they're trying is something different. I'm not going to fault them for that per se. It's just a little weird for the part-time fans that don't really watch basketball like us until football's over.
I'm trying to keep up with the Bulls. I'm watching. I'm seeing what's going on with them. But
how are they doing?
They are doing just as
Billy
well.
Donovan fired yet?
They're doing just as well as the Pelicans.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. Pull up their
Zion is hot garbage.
Whatever.
The Chicago Bulls are now 4-7. We were 4-6.
Okay,
and the Pelicans are
4-6. Hey,
boy,
4-7, right? Are 4-7.
By the way,
just lost
your son texted in earlier. I guess he was listening to this. Kenny said in 2020 there is no good quarterbacks. Wait till 2023. The class is loaded.
It is loaded with quarterbacks.
Kenny, 2023. There is no
there's not
talent
a quarterback
this
that
year.
he likes.
I'm not sold on any of them. What you said tonight.
I did. I'm not. I'm no longer. It is a loaded quarterback class. It is, guys. There's going to be more quarterbacks going this draft than ever.
Oh, Zach just text. Still listening.
But
guys, listen to me.
No, but I don't believe in all of them.
Kenny.
I'm just saying. I've watched them. It's a loaded class. Most quarterbacks in history will go in the first round this year. Mark it down. Slap a label. I'm just saying I'm not sold.
Concrete, stamp it.
I mean, don't I get another year to give me I mean, it is a loaded quarterback class. I didn't say it was loaded good. I said it's loaded.
In the first round.
I bet 8 to 10. I bet 6 go in the first round. I don't know what the record was. I might have overspoke myself, but I'm saying it's a loaded quarterbck class.
So overspoke means he was wrong, but he's not going to say it.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know the stat.
I just overspoke.
I didn't know the stat.
Overspoke.
I didn't know the stat. Bears, Giants.
I got that. Yeah, Bears, Giants, New England. That's straight.
Arizona's still a possibility.
Oh yeah, Arizona's still up in the air. They're looking to trade Kyler, so that's 4. Rams are going to need one. That's 5.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I just said 6 or 7, guys. I don't know what the record is.
Well, Falcons could take one.
For sure.
That's 6. Do you believe that the Raiders and Saints would go for a quarterback?
Why wouldn't they? If there's one available.
Do you believe that they would?
Yeah.
So that would make it 8,
Hey, listen,
8-9.
all I'm saying is it's a talent-filled quarterback class.
Okay.
I just think they're all average. To me, there's nobody generational. I was wrong about Stroud. I was. But what's the rest of them done in that class? Nothing. Nothing in the first round.
There's only like 2 quarterbacks that win the first round.
Richardson, hurt, will be because they run him too much.
Yeah.
Bryce
He
Young,
runs for his life.
short, shitty team.
White supremacist.
Stroud.
Blowing out the rookies. Who else went? Levis didn't go till... No, he went second or third.
Okay.
Your son text. He said Buccaneers need one.
I think they might take one, actually.
It's
but I wish they would wait. I wish they would wait.
Grab a late round...
Yeah, I think they... I would sign Baker to a 2-year...
Ooh, you know what? They could get Iowa's quarterback.
He's going to fall because of his injury. I don't think he's very good anyway.
I don't either. That'd be great.
2021 was the record for quarterbacks picked in the first round. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Can you name them? And I'll give you a hint.
Jalen Hurts.
There's 1. No, not Hurts.
Brock Purdy.
No, not Hurts.
Oh no, he went 7th.
2021.
Brock Purdy went in 2021, didn't he?
Not in the first fucking round, dude. He was the last pick in the draft.
Hey, I need your language. God, I do not even remember who was in that. Who was in the 2021 draft?
I'll start with Trevor Lawrence. He was number 1.
Okay. What year are we in now?
2021.
No, year now. I'm trying to...
Oh, we're in 23.
Okay, Trevor. That's Surfer Boy.
Watched a guy last night play like shit.
Joe Burrow. Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson's 2.
Was Joe Burrow the year before?
Preston bitched.
Jalen Hurts?
Mac Jones.
Oh, Mac Jones. Well, didn't Jalen go too? Or was he the... Yeah.
Not the same year.
Was he... God, am I getting 2020 mixed up with everything?
Then you had Fields, Trey Lance.
God, that was a mistake. Trey Lance, horrible mistake.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Hold
on. Read that wrong. Hold on. We were right the same year, though.
Who was? Who was what?
There we go.
I'm confused.
I was wrong. Six first-round quarterbacks continue to be the record.
Okay.
And it was 83.
Good God.
It'll be a hard one.
Jim Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Vinny Testaverde.
Mm-mm.
When did Testaverde go?
Don't
Was he
know.
82? He was Miami. So you got Jim Kelly. You've got... God, that was the quarterback class. I should know this.
There's 3 Hall of Famers in that class.
I know. John Elway.
Yes. He's number 1.
Okay, John Elway, Jim Kelly.
Guy named Todd who does TV.
Todd Monken.
Blackledge. You got Jim
Blackledge.
Kelly.
God, I forgot about that guy.
Then you got a guy that went to the Jets, I think, that was really good. Or maybe he was at the Packers first, then went to the Jets. First name's Tony.
Tony.
And then there was a Ken. I think went to the Jets, actually.
But,
Tony Eason and Ken O'Brien.
Tony
One of those
Eason.
got drafted by the Jets. But you're missing the best quarterback of all time out of that class, according to numbers.
Are we going to go with Montana on that?
No. First
Because
round.
Montana was
later.
79.
It's first round. Give you a quick hint. He went to the Super Bowl his rookie year. Never went back.
Dan Marino.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Dan Marino was in that. That's the quarterback. It's the quarterback. That's the one that they refer to as the quarterback class.
And then there's 2 years where 5 were taken. That's 18 and 99. 18, Baker's number 1, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen. Called that as a bust.
God, everybody did.
And then Lamar Jackson, who's making the most money out of all of them. Last pick in the draft.
Everybody knew. But none of them been into the Super Bowl, have they?
I thought, didn't Lamar make the Super Bowl? Have they not made it?
No.
They haven't made it out of the playoffs with him.
They've made it to the playoffs.
99. Name the 99 team. Tim Couch.
God, yeah, that was. I'm going to see what that 2021, because they predicted the most ever.
Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't not doing it. All right. Let's go ahead with the college coaches that were fired. So I only knew about A&M. That's the only one I paid attention to. But some of us work. Actual work. Kenny, you said there were more coaches fired, and I know that it just released that Fisher's getting paid $146 million.
Just 5 in that year, actually. Yeah, Texas A&M fired their coach on Friday.
Somebody fired their offensive coordinator.
Sorry, they fired their coach on Sunday, and then on Monday, Mississippi State fired their coach.
Okay.
It's the first time in history that 2 teams that played together fired their coach after their game. Also, San Diego State, Brady Hoke is retiring.
That's not a fire.
Michigan State obviously is a job opening, and Boise State fired their coach. I know who that is. And then,
that's right. Boy, I did see that. Boise did fire.
And then Arkansas
fired their offensive coordinator.
And Arkansas, no, that was last week. It looks like Sam Pittman's going to get fired.
Why? He's only been there for like 2 years.
I know.
What is up with that?
Also fired was Kendall Briles. He was fired.
Where was he fired from?
He was fired.
Fly.
He was. Now, hold on. Maybe not. Hold on. Let me see if that's right. That was a rumor I just got. I could be wrong.
Kendall Briles. God, where was he coaching?
Arkansas.
Was he offensive coordinator? He just got hired then.
Yes.
Arkansas fired their offensive coordinator and then hired a new one. That was the whole deal with Pittman.
No, that's correct. I was wrong. I was thinking of Enos because he was from Arkansas.
Enos. You mean the guy from the Duke Boys?
Damn, where is he at?
Don't you remember Enos? Roscoe Pico trained at Enos.
Yeah, Dan Enos was there. So they fired Dan Enos. That was like 2 weeks ago. Pittman's on the hot seat. Looks like. Also, there's a lot of rumors. Here's the connection, though. I wanted to mention to Creston for his love for Jeff Levy. Mississippi State's AD. Do you know who that is? Zach Selman. Zach Selman worked under Joe Castiglione for years and years.
Is that Leroy and Lucius?
It's one of the boys, yes. It's one of their kids. I think it's Leroy's, but I could be wrong. Anyway, he's the AD there. That's why Jeff Levy's coming up. His name is being mentioned for the Mississippi State head coaching job. Now, if I was Jeff Levy, I wouldn't take that job to save my soul unless you're desperate for money. Because that is Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, and that's probably the two big ones. I mean, coaching the SEC is cool, but if you're going to the worst two programs,
Vandy's going to fire their coach?
No, but I'm saying
Levy's
they're dead
going
in
to
jobs.
the SEC because he's with OU, and they're going to the SEC.
No, I know that, but I mean, they're talking about him being a head coach. Don't take that head coaching job at Mississippi State. I think it's a dead end job. I just do. Leach was perfect for that job. They hired Zach Arnett when he died as an interim, and then they've already fired him. So
that's kind of crazy. Well, I mean, Will Rogers just didn't turn out the way that we all thought Will Rogers was going to be. You know, this lasso twirling, joke slinging. Oh wait, that's the wrong Rogers.
I was going to say you're off a little bit. Just
you're going to say that I'm off a little bit.
Kenny's off all the time.
I'm off a lot of it.
Kenny's everything comes out of Kenny's mouth. It's just,
so Chicago Bears finishing number 2.
So what do you think? So no. So anyway,
but what I was saying about that is that's if everything works out perfect. And Fields was hurt this year, so you can't take the Bears at number 2 with Fields being hurt.
Yeah,
that's his cover story. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
So who do you think's taking the A&M job?
Hopefully, some sucker. You know, we've tried this before. We've tried figuring out coaches, and we've all been wrong. And
so wrong.
How about Dan Lanning from Oregon? Or
are you talking about that shit right there?
Or
Oregon's going to keep the money. Oregon's money's going to keep him there.
Yes.
Cristobal left Oregon to go to Miami. Now I know he had a connection there because he went there.
Right.
But Dan Lanning's going to get back in the SEC, folks, because he's all banking on that Alabama job or Georgia job when them two guys are done.
Well, then why would he take that A&M job? And
they're going to the Big Ten. It ain't going to be as easy as the Pac-12.
It's going to be as easy. It's going to be easier than playing in the SEC.
I don't know. I think that A&M. I think A&M's a better job than Oregon. I know Phil Knight's got a lot of money, but I mean, when you talk about football, you talk about tradition.
If you're waiting on that Alabama job, or what'd you say the other one was? Georgia. Why the hell would you
just hang out there?
I don't know if I would take A&M over.
I wouldn't take A&M.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to deal with that.
I don't know if I would either.
But anything you do better than 6-6 or 7-5, you're a fucking hero, and it's a sleeping giant.
It's a sleeping turd.
I mean, what more are you going to do at Oregon?
Coach Prime.
Unless you win a national championship. They've never done that.
Coach Prime.
What more are you going to do? Play in Ohio State.
Oregon's winning
Penn State. Well, okay, pull it up. See when they won it. So Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan every year. Plus, you're still going to have to play USC, which they're not good now. They're going to get better when Lincoln Riley leaves, because that's a good job. So, I mean... Oh yeah, that's a good job. Not for him though. He's going to the Chargers.
I'm not saying a word.
Who?
Lincoln Riley.
Oh,
it's just not a good job for him.
Sorry, I got confused.
Too much media.
Lincoln Riley was not good at OU.
He's not good.
Not good at USC. So where is he going to be good at?
NFL, he could do better because they dictate the defensive coordinators, and they dictate and generally generally a general manager dictates the players you play with, not you.
So when I said Lincoln Riley to OU was a horrible hire...
Oh, no, they lost it.
I was right.
They went to it.
I know this.
No, you don't.
Yeah, they went to a national championship. They might have went to 2. No, just 1. It was.
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah, that long ago.
They were in the playoffs.
It was 2011.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, they've never won one. But I'm just saying, I know that Phil Knight money and everybody loves that, but I don't know. I think that I take A&M's a better job. They're going to pay more. They're just paying out a guy $77 million to leave. Do you think if they really want a big-time coach, you think they're not going to want to give that guy all that money again? They're going to have to.
Who?
A&M.
Where are they getting all this money?
Oil. Texans.
Just from oil?
Yeah, just people that want to win so bad because they never won an high school.
I'm going to say they do pay a lot of money at A&M.
They got Phil Knight up there, I understand, but they ain't got anybody else.
I'm just saying that would be the dream job because of the money
Texas
situation.
is the dream job, but Texas A&M's 1A, B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neither one. For headache wise,
we're not talking about. We're talking about money. Just
Jimbo Fisher just walked out and said, "Hey, you're done, but we're going to give you 77, 60, whatever million to leave."
So
sorry I didn't win more.
I'm just a greedy bastard. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take a 10-year, $900 million contract.
And when you don't win there, you take another job and go anywhere else and get another 30.
Yeah.
Because you had to get there to begin with.
They stopped paying.
Because they've done something.
Once you go to that other team, don't they stop paying you?
Well, not 70, but I said 30. It's half. You get cut in half. But you win after the year 1 or 2, and it's like, 50.
Party on,
yeah. It's like, signed you long term, you see?
Yeah. Well, would you take Jim Harbaugh?
I mean, do you think Jimbo Fisher's not going to coach again?
Well, he is.
He is.
And do you not think he's going to go to a big-time program, a Power 5 program? He has won a national championship.
He will.
He will. Sure.
Mississippi State.
No, he's going to take a year off and take the West Virginia job when Neil Brown gets fired next year.
Neil Bryan.
Brown. I said Brown. Didn't say Brian.
He said Brown. Okay. Sean said you said Brian. Okay. So I'm agreeing with Sean.
Of course you are. So Michigan. But anyway,
suck it.
I think a backup choice though, actually, that no one's really is Jeff Traylor from UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio. I like his coach. How about Malzahn at Arkansas?
I could see that. I like that. I do.
If Pittman
do you think Malzahn wants to put himself through that stress again? I get it. He's got the family. His wife's sick. He's enjoying his time at UCF right now. It's retirement.
What the fuck is up with the Broncos? Every time they play a good team, they just beat the shit out of them.
And fucking Wilson looks like a freaking hero.
Yeah.
They've only beat the Bears, the Chiefs,
and now they're going to beat the Bills.
The Packers.
They're fixing to beat the Bills tonight.
It's very interesting. So anyway, back to the draft.
Sorry.
I'm just going to finish up my draft comment real quick.
Can I put the draft?
So whoever's listening, Zach, it's loaded with talent.
Craig and Zach are both still listening.
It's loaded with. Hold on. It's loaded with talent.
Craig?
Hold on. It's loaded with talent, but there's nobody that I would draft at all in that quarterback class. And I would have been wrong last year because Stroud has turned out to be good. But I also think Stroud's got a good team around him. They have drafted the top 5 for, 7 years? Just kidding, not that long, but ever since Deshaun's left. Plus, they got free picks for that. So think about that. You should be building a team.
How many picks did they get for that?
I don't know, 3 or 4. I mean, at that time was one of the worst trades, or best trades for them, worst for them. But I mean, who would you take as a quarterback? I mean, you're a general manager. Those 4 quarterbacks, who would you take for your team?
What was the question? You started talking.
Your first round talent. Let's say you've got 5 quarterbacks right now. You got Nix, you got Penix, you've got Williams, you've got.
It's gonna be
Daniels, maybe.
It's gonna
and May. How about those? Would you draft any of those as you're the main guy?
Say that again.
Your 5 quarterbacks that are in the top.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna. It's not. Williams is out.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now.
5 quarterbacks is in the top. Who would you draft?
Yeah, I'm missing. Who's the 5th? I mean, you got Penix, Nix,
Williams. I would take Penix right now.
So if you had the top 10 pick, you'd take him first over anybody else in that draft.
Right now, I probably would.
Wouldn't take a wide receiver or defensive guy that's much better talented, that's proven. You'd just take him because you need a quarterback.
Okay. We have talked about this so many times. What is the most important player on your team?
But how many important
players? What is the most important player?
It's quarterback. It's quarterback.
Okay. So answer
but how many important quarterbacks?
Don't
hold on. No, what I'm asked. No.
Don't circumvent my question.
No,
to go to your narrative.
Still yelling.
My question.
Still yelling. I'm not saying I didn't disagree with you.
I'm done talking.
I didn't disagree with you, did I? Did I disagree with you? Did I disagree with you?
Fuck off.
Did I disagree with you?
I just asked.
Did I disagree with you?
You said, but.
Did I?
But.
You didn't even let me finish. You're yelling.
I'm done.
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
Whatever. I mean, you don't even let me finish my statement. I said it is.
What is the most important player on your team?
And I said it was. But how many most important players have you got past the first round in the NFL?
All right, we're looking at Caleb Williams, Drake May, Shadur Sanders, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May. What? I don't.
May.
Shut your mouth. I'll say how I want.
So was May.
Shadur.
I just said Sanders.
Shadur.
I forgot about him. Is he coming out?
I don't know. He might. I don't know if he likes guys or not.
No, my point is there's been a lot more quarterbacks drafted out of the first round. That's been better.
This is what
Brock Purdy's your perfect example. You guys say, I mean, he's one of the best ones in NFL. My point, I didn't disagree with you on the quarterback position, did I not? You just wouldn't let me finish what I was saying.
No,
you don't have to pick one.
No, I asked a
and
question,
I said,
and
yes, but.
No.
I did not say no. I did not say no. I said, yes, but. And I wanted to finish
what is the most important position?
I've already said quarterback, dude.
Okay.
But what I was going to say was that not every first-round quarterback, there's been a lot of better quarterbacks go after the first round. And I wouldn't pick any of these.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
That's what I was trying to say.
Brady went, what?
Six.
Okay.
Purdy 7th. Okay, so, but I'm saying I'm not saying it wasn't the best position. It's the most important. I'm saying I just don't think you need to waste a first-round pick on these quarterbacks.
Jaden Daniels, Quinn Ewers, Michael Pratt. He might be a sleeper.
He might like the body.
Jesus Christ! Can you?
Unfortunately, they do that.
Can you put a towel over your
body?
No,
it has nothing to do with that, dude. I'm just talking about GMs like tall quarterbacks that can throw the ball. I'm
just saying, right now, out of what I've seen this year,
Penix
is probably the best quarterback.
He's 6'3"
that I've seen.
Who?
Penix.
No, I'm saying, would you draft one of those guys in the first round? Is my question. I didn't say the best you've seen.
Oh, Riley
I said,
Leonard,
would you draft one in the first round? Is
Riley Leonard,
yeah, because I think
over anything else.
Kenny, this is really missing.
I do, because I think C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young went first round.
They did.
And
one's a flop and one's not yet.
I think Penix, on paper and what he looks like right now, is better than both of them, in my opinion.
In college, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I agree. Most people would. I'm just disagreeing that I wouldn't draft any of these in the first round because I think there's more talent in the first round. I think you can get a better quarterback later in second or third round as they start to fall. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
No, I said, would you draft him in the first round?
They don't want to miss out on a...
That's the fear. I know.
They don't want to miss that.
And that's why so many general managers get fired every year, because they don't want to miss out and they draft somebody that's just not that good.
Young.
You want that Kendall Slovis ass?
No.
I'm just saying, Young is a prime example. He's not that good. I'm sorry. He's undersized.
But is he a product of a bad team, or is he a not going to cover? But hey, I like to win. Fuck the fucking Broncos. But I wanted to go 5-0 again in my picks. All
right, we're over time.
But what I'm saying is I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying quarterback's the most.
Didn't disagree with that.
Okay, but it is the.
But my question was, would
position on the team?
Is Bo Nix a first-round draftable quarterback when you could potentially have others? I just don't see these guys being that good.
No, I was wondering that too. But the general managers are going to take them.
He could.
I said, but you're going to be the general manager.
Late,
you are.
He could go late second round, early third round.
Then I would have no problem with that. That would be, if you get him in second round at the 35th pick or whatever, I'd take him in a heartbeat. But I think you miss on someone else that's playing badass. I mean, you say quarterback is the most important position, but if you watch every NFL game, you see a good D lineman running up that ass in that quarterback, that's a pretty important position too.
Right up that ass.
I'm just saying. And if you get somebody good like that in the first round, I might take that over a potential.
That's not what they look at.
No, but I was talking about you. I said you be general manager.
All right. We good?
Yeah.
You done? You got any more news?
No, I think that was it.
We might do. Is everybody available next Sunday?
I do have one bit of news.
Okay.
Haley Cavender's going to TCU.
Really?
Yes, she transferred.
Now, her sister
Kudos
retired,
to
didn't she?
Haley Cavender.
Didn't her sister retire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because her sister's done.
Yeah, she's transferring to TCU.
And that's her fourth school in 8 years.
Who cares?
Who cares?
But I thought it was newsworthy
It's not.
for our fans.
It's not.
Her only fans.
I just, the Iowa women
not
are doing,
hers.
I'm gonna say right now the Iowa women are doing really well in basketball, and the LSU women, defending champions, have been getting embarrassed.
Well, thank you, women's college bystander.
Well, somebody has to.
I announced the biggest news of the day.
I have to secretly.
Cavender, I guarantee you that got more clicks than any other basketball game.
That's true.
Okay, thank you.
That is way true. So are we available next Sunday? Because I might be driving to Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, what's next Sunday? I'm available.
It's right before Thanksgiving.
I am available.
Okay, here's my deal. Sunday, I'm available. I'm hunting Sunday, so it'll be Sunday night after I drive back.
Yeah, no. It'll be that evening. It'll be that evening.
We'll be in the garage by then.
Fuck we will. No. Do you want to take bets on that?
You guys bet what you want. I'm gonna have a TV and the table and 4 chairs.
We were supposed to be there. We were supposed to be there.
Stay up all night
well, Zach's gonna come.
We're
Zach's
here.
coming down, and he's gonna help us.
We'll be ready.
All right. All right, everybody. Yes.
Thanks for running. Sorry for running over. Thanks for running over.
Sorry
Sean.
for yelling so much.
No, it's fine. Keep yelling at Kenny.
They always get used to that.
All right, everybody. Have a good evening.
Bye.